Hi, so I'm the Aquarius Gamer. Hope you're doing really well out there. So, some of you will know that I had intended to join the live stream or tried to join the live stream for the Gamescom this evening, but I was unfortunately able to get there, get the stream set up on time. So I actually just ended up recording from the beginning to the point of where Hogwarts Legacy was. But I will be obviously shorten that down for you, and that from this. So what we're about to see is the original trailer drop before we go into what was dropped trailer wise just now on Gamescom not so long ago. So let's watch this first.
Magic, both beautiful and powerful, binds together our long history. That common bond we share is the legacy of Hogwarts. Now it is time to add your own story to these hallowed halls and quite possibly shape the future of the wizarding world. Every corridor, every portrait, every stone in this castle tells the story of witches and wizards who came before. Here you will meet lifelong friends and grow into your own magical abilities in the classrooms of the world's most talented professors. And while your journey begins at Hogwarts, brewing potions, taming fantastic beasts, and mastering spells, there is a larger world beyond these walls. A world filled with dangers you can't yet imagine. An ancient knowledge long gone from this world. That strange and mysterious talent you possess may be the key to unlocking this dormant power. Your potential is limitless. But what form will it take? The journey ahead will reveal what you stand for. The choices you make now will define the legacy of Hogwarts.
So, as you can see, that was the first official trailer that dropped, and it doesn't actually state in here exactly where the game will go completely, and but obviously we then got the state of play a few months ago in this year, in 2022, and we're reading a holiday fall release. But then about a couple of weeks ago it was announced that it was going to be released on the 23rd of February. I think it was I think it was the 10th. I can't remember anyway, but it's in the next part of the trailer that's about to drop. So I will start it from the point where it was introduced by Jeff Keighley at the Gamescom. So here we go. This is going to be from the point of where obviously it was announced. So let me just take that back to the beginning of that bit and that. So unfortunately, the actual live bit that I thought I'd recorded was completely and utterly not recorded. So thankfully, the Games Awards, which is actually broadcasting the actual live awards itself from Gamescom, dropped the trailer themselves. So we're going to watch it from that, and let's just say I think you'll find it interesting.
Enjoy it.
The more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be.
If either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason.
A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable.
The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late.
None of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever.
What do we do now?
It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you. I'm ready. Crucio!
You've made your choice.
What have the two of you done?
Okay, so as you can see, very interesting trailer. Obviously, that was kind of somewhat of a. I mean, well, let's put it this way: quite a few other YouTubers that have been talking a lot about Hogwarts Legacy, like Retro Rakator and Spectre Go, have mentioned just how dark can our character go. And as you just saw there, it is very possible that is the possible route you could go down should you decide to do that. Certainly, we have to remember that at the time this is set in the 1800s, is the fact that dark magic was not really was used quite a bit more than it would have been around the time of the Wizarding Wars as such. There wasn't, I suppose you could say, a lot of punishments around that period of time. So I think dark witches and wizards certainly got away with a little bit more than they would have done, as you would later see in the time of Harry Potter and that, where they would end up in Azkaban. So we certainly know both two routes from the trailers we can go down. There's either the good or the bad, and that is the choice you decide to take. So I think that is one great aspect to this game. It lets you choose what your own legacy is going to be. The fact that it also mentions Salazar Slytherin might actually also add another connection to Expecto Go's theory about Merlin, because it is, although not confirmed by J.K. Rowling, Merlin is said to have been possibly taught by Salazar Slytherin. So that is certainly one interesting aspect to that. So I don't know whether this might actually set this as part of confirmation on that front, because obviously anything like this would have been passed through J.K. Rowling to actually do that. So I think it would be great if that's the case. And the fact that we have seen from the state of play and also from the actual from this now, you can actually use the dark or the unforgivable curses. So certainly that'll be interesting. So if you decide to get the deluxe edition, I believe it was, you saw what exactly you would be able to get out on that. So I'll just go back slightly so you can just see what that was. So if you just look there, you can just see from, so it's just the pre-order digital deluxe edition. So I'm going to certainly be looking at this, and as you saw, it's available from from Thursday. So I believe the time it was mentioned, it might be Friday for those of us here in Europe and possibly some other countries, as obviously some parts of America are ahead of us, and some parts are behind. So this is certainly interesting, and I would like to get this deluxe edition. I'm my personal self not sure what actual way I would go down, but there is the pretext that you can possibly, I'm guessing, play this so that you have a choice of going down both routes when you've completed the first time round. But I think I'll probably see about that. At this particular point in time, I'm not completely sure if that's what I would do. But as you can see, you get a special Thestral mount. I mean, I wouldn't have said Thestrals was actually part of the Dark Arts because they're more associated with death than they are Dark Arts. So, so you can see the, I'm guessing what must be the main character wearing the cosmetic set. You also get the Dark Arts Battle Arena, so that's something we were not aware of before. Onyx Hippogriff mount, so we knew that we were going to get a Hippogriff mount anyway. I think that still will be the case even if you don't get the deluxe edition, because I think that is possibly going to be part of the actual I think it will be actually just part of the actual main game anyway. So I'm guessing it's because it's just the actual colour of the hippogriff, because Onyx obviously is like a yellowish, goldish colour. And then you've also got the Dark Hearts Garrison hats, which I'm guessing is what the main characters were in there, and confirmed 72 hours early access. So I think that would be one of the main reasons for me wanting to get the deluxe edition, mainly just for the early access, because obviously be quite excited to get this. So I think in itself alone would be worth the money. So obviously I will share with those of us that would like to buy it in the UK, if you haven't, or if you're thinking of buying it, what the price is likely to be, because obviously the digital edition will obviously be only available through the actual console that you specifically have yourselves. So yeah, certainly very interesting. I mean, this here with the spider thing here and that, this kind of indicates exactly what they were suggesting with the actual recent short videos and actual photos that they'd actually so it's a beware the spiders. So you can see obviously that was in reference to this trailer. So obviously other YouTubers such as Retro Recator and Expecto Go will probably dissect this down a bit, come up with some theories, and I look forward to those. I certainly do, and I certainly hope that if they watch this and fact that I've mentioned the possible connection between Salazar Slytherin and Merlin, they, if they haven't picked up on that themselves already, that that it will be something that they will be able to take away and use in their own analysis of the game trailer. I mean, this is very, I will say, much clearer. And what's it? So I think what we also have to remember is one thing that I did learn from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is that the actual trailer does not always actually reflect the actual game completely itself. So obviously some of it is to just kind of draw you in, but there you go, that's when it's available. I don't know if that actually means that you can actually pre-order the Nintendo Switch, because they've yet to give a release date for that. So but I have to say, I do love the background with the green there, with the look of the dark arts there, and the way they've changed that. So but there we go. Pre-order from August the 25th at 8 AM PT time. So I think that means, I'm not quite sure what that means. So obviously for Americans, if you'll watch this, you'll know exactly what that will mean. But I probably suspect that, I'm not sure. I'll have to check up on the PlayStation, which I will do tomorrow, and I will see if they've actually updated the actual wish list for the game on there. As I mentioned in my last video with Hogwarts Legacy, they hadn't done so. If not, it might be a question that I could perhaps throw open to Chandler Woods to see if he could give a confirmation date or time for the rest of or for other countries. But having said that, I can probably just look it up myself and reveal it in a short for those of us that living in Europe. So obviously you can add or minus whatever time you think it is, depending on your country's time compared to the UK. So anyway, thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed those trailers. I mean, certainly the second one I found very interesting, and yeah, I am so looking forward to this game coming out now. So yeah. I will let you know in due course of a time release for the UK and that, and obviously if anybody in Europe sees it, you can, as I say, work out for yourselves what time that will be. I cannot say for sure what that will be for Nintendo Switch, because although it says pre-order there, I'm guessing that means you can pre-order it, but there's been no official release date. But if you've already got the other consoles, you're not going to worry about the Nintendo Switch. I think there might be just a delay on that, because I think Breath of the Wild 2 I think will be releasing around that time, and they will probably want to prioritize that over Hogwarts Legacy. But until then, obviously they give us a release date for the Breath of the Wild, that is not going to probably happen. So, but yes, if you're looking forward to this, give us a shout in the comments section and just say what you're really looking forward to with the game when it comes out. And I will see you in the next video whenever